Dear friends, we will continue with diagrammatic presentation of data. We have completed one-dimensional diagrams, line diagram, bar diagram, pie diagram we have completed. Today, we will have a look at two-dimensional diagrams. So the topics that are going to be discussed in today's module are types of diagrams, two-dimensional diagrams. In two-dimensional diagrams, we will see rectangles, squares, and circles. These are the topics that are going to be discussed in today's module. So this we already know. These are the types of diagrams. Diagrams are basically divided into three types or three kinds: one-dimensional diagrams, two-dimensional diagrams, three-dimensional diagrams. In one-dimensional, we saw how to draw line diagram, how to draw bar diagrams, that too simple, subdivided, percentage, multiple, deviation bar diagram, directional bar diagram, broken bar diagram. And we also saw pie diagram. And in today's module, we will try to complete rectangle, that is in other words rectangular diagram, square diagram, and circle diagram. So coming to two-dimensional diagrams. In two-dimensional diagrams, both length and width of the observations are represented by bars. The area of a two-dimensional diagram is equal to the product of its length and width. So two-dimensional diagrams are also called as area diagrams. In two-dimensional diagrams, we will see rectangular diagram, square diagram, and circle diagram. So here we are going to take into consideration not only length but breadth also, width also we are going to take into consideration. In one-dimensional diagram, we have taken into consideration only length. Width we did not take into consideration. Here we will do it. So we will start with rectangle diagram or rectangular diagram. A rectangular diagram is a modified form of bar diagram. It provides more detailed information than is furnished by a bar diagram. The length of a rectangle represents one aspect of data, while its width would represent another aspect of the data provided. For example, if an organization is selling 2000 units of an article per month at unit price of 10 rupees and another organization is selling 3000 units of an article per month at a unit price of 10 rupees, the total sales of the two organizations will be represented taking into consideration both unit price and sales volume into consideration. Okay. While the data that I have already discussed can be presented in the form of a bar diagram or a rectangular diagram. Okay, but rectangular diagram will give more information rather than bar diagram. The length of the rectangle will represent the number of units sold and the selling price per unit can be represented by width. The area of the rectangle drawn will represent total sales. Okay. We all know area of a rectangle's formula is length into breadth, LB. So we are going to draw rectangle diagram taking into consideration one of the variable as length and another variable as breadth. We will see with an example. Okay. Two companies A and B produced the same item. Company A produced 1000 units in January 2011, and in the same month company B produced 2000 units. The production cost per unit for company A and company B was 10 rupees and 8 rupees respectively. Represent these facts using rectangle diagram. Okay, this is the problem given. How to draw we will see. See, company length 1000 total produced. A company produced 1000 units. That is what I have mentioned. Then breadth per unit. Per unit cost, production cost of A is 10. So that is taken as breadth. Length is taken as 1000, that is totally produced units, and breadth as 10 unit, that is unit cost per production. Now area is L into B, we know it. So LB is equal to 1000 into 10, that is 10,000. Now company B also I have calculated 2000 units are produced, 2000 into 8, that is 16,000 will come. So we have to represent it in a rectangular diagram. So how to do, I will show. Now you can see I am drawing the two. Okay. This is 0. Okay, now so I am continuing. So here first A we have seen 1000 units and 10 rupees per unit. B 2000 units at 8 rupees per unit. So now I will take this on this side. This is production 500. This is here 1000. It is 1500. Here I am taking it as 2000. Like this I have taken here. Two unit cost I am taking 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. This is x-axis. Let's take for example, this is y. Now you see, first of all, A produced 1000 units and unit cost is 10 rupees. So here up to 10 you take. Okay. So here also I am clearing. I want this also. So I want some more lines. Two, four. This is 8. This is 10. This is 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, and 24. And here I am stopping. Okay. Now let's say this is the x-axis, as you all know. Okay. Now, so A produced 1000 units. From here I am taking 1000 units, and unit cost is 10 rupees. So from 2 rupees I started. So 2 plus 10, 12. Up to 12 I am going to draw. So this is A's area, unit cost into number of units produced. Now B produced 2000 units. From here I will start. 8 unit cost is 8 rupees. 14, from 14 I started. 14 plus 8 is 22. So top up to 2000 I am going to draw. Like this. So you can see the width is different. In bar diagram, the difference between bar diagram and rectangular diagram is width. This width in bar diagram it is going to be same, but in rectangular diagram you will show that feature also in your diagram. So total area will be 1000 into 10, 10,000. This is total area. Whereas here 2000 into 8, this is going to be 16,000. So total area will come, that is length into breadth. Length into breadth will come into picture. Hope you understood. So here number of units. On y-axis we have shown this. Here unit cost. Like this you have to show. So coming to second two-dimensional diagram, that is square diagram. Like rectangles, square diagrams will be drawn. But a square diagram, it is also known as two-dimensional diagram representing area. Sphere diagrams are specifically, and if we wish to compare values that differ significantly from one another. Since all sides of the square are the same and the sphere diagram is represented as area of square, the length as well as the width of the sphere should be equal to or proportionate to the square root of the given data. If more than one square is drawn in a single diagram, the basis of all the squares must lie on the same line. Okay. So those are the steps. We all know that area of square is 2 side into side. Okay. Now we will come to know how to draw with an example. So area of a rectangle is, area of a square is side into side, 2 is not required. This is mistakenly came here, side square in other words. So for this construction of square diagram, we have to follow these steps. Take the given numerical observations or figures as areas of the corresponding squares. Take square roots of numerical observations, figures as sides of the corresponding figures. And third step, construct the corresponding squares like rectangle diagrams. We will see how it is going to be. So represent the following data of the number of schools in a city A from 1990 to 2002, 2010 to 20 in a square diagram. This is the data that is given. Years 1990 to 2000, 2000 to 2010, 2010 to 2020. Number of schools in city, originally it was 9, then in the next decade it went to 16. Now the last decade it reached 25. Solution, areas of the corresponding squares. This is going to be area 9, 16, 25 is going to be there. And step 2, sides of the corresponding squares. Sides, square root of 9, because side into side is the area formula in case of square. So square root of 9, square root of 16, square root of 25 is going to be there. 3, 4, 5 is going to be there. Then in the third step, we will construct square diagram. So we want 3, 4, 5. You have to keep it in mind. And now we will construct how it is going to be. Okay. This is how it is going to be. Okay. This is Y. This is X. And X I am drawing up to here. Okay. Now this I have rubbed up. Now so we have seen the square roots of 3 decades, 3, 4, 5 it came. Okay. 3, 4, 5 came. Now how to do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, 16, 17, 18, up to 18 I have drawn. Here this I take 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, then 12, 14, 16 and 18. Now for the first decade, that is 1990 to 2000, 3 square is there. So from 1 I am drawing 3, means it will be okay, between 2 and 3, so up to here, and 1 plus 3. So actually they, please remember, they are originally should be of square shape, but we are not drawing according to scale, but it is 3 square actually. So next 2000 to 2010, 4 square came. From 5 I am taking. From 5 to 4 means exactly this 4, and this side also 4. 5 plus 4, 9. Then again I am drawing like this. This is another square it should be. Okay. If we draw according to scale exactly, it will come. Then next one it is 5 square root. Here also 10 plus 5, 15. These are the 3 squares actually. This belongs to 2010 to 2020. This is 2000 to 2010. This is 1990 to 2000. Like this it is going to be. So in square shape we are going to draw. I hope you understood. Okay. If we draw according to scale exactly, they will be in square shape. All sides will be 3. This will be will be 3. This is also 3. This is also 3. This is also 3. All sides it will be 4. All sides it will be 5. So like this they should be actually, if we draw according to scale. Now coming to third 2-dimensional diagram, that is circle diagram. Okay. So circle diagram is an alternative to square diagram. It is also used to present the values differing widely in their magnitude. Okay. So these are the steps. As the name itself indicates, it will be in circle shape, and we have to 4 steps we have to follow. Take the given numerical observations or figures as areas of the corresponding circles. Take squares of the radii, that is 2r of the corresponding circles, proportional to the given numerical figures or observations as sides of the corresponding squares. Take radii of the corresponding circles proportional to the square roots of the given numerical figures observations. And 4th step, we are going to construct circles. Okay. So for the previous example, same example 3, 4, 5. In the previous example, 3, 4, 5 came as sides of the square. Now here we will take it as radius of a circle and we will draw. So whatever data that is there for the squares, you transfer them to circles for our easy understanding. Okay. So now this is, let us take for example 3 radius. This is for example 4 radius. And this is for our example, for our easy understanding, 5. Okay. Now this is radius 3. This is 4. This is 5. So whatever the spares side is there, the same digit I am taking for radius of circle. These are radii of various circles. That's all. So with this, circular diagram will be completed. I hope you understood. For the same previous problem, we have fitted the data into a square diagram. Same data I have transferred to circular diagram, that is circle diagram. The radius will be 3, 4, 5 for the respective 3 circles. And you remember, this is for the year 1992, for the decade 92, 2000. This is for 2002, 2010. And this is for 2010 to 2020. 2010 to 2020. So 3 decades data has been presented in the form of circles. I hope you understood. So in today's class, in today's module, we came to know about 2-dimensional diagrams. In 2-dimensional diagrams, we came to know that both length and width will be taken into consideration. In 2-dimensional diagrams, we have seen rectangle diagram, square diagram, and circle diagram. Rectangular diagram will be, as the name suggests, it will be in rectangular shape. Square diagram, as the name suggests, data will be fitted in square shape, whereas circle diagram, the data will be fitted in circular shape. Rectangular shape, as you all know, it will be like this. Data will be fitted like this. This is square diagram. All sides, 4 sides will be of equal length. And circle, in circular shape, you are going to take into account. This is rectangle. Okay. So rectangular shape, then circle shape and square shape. So up to now, we have learned one-dimensional diagrams. In one-dimensional diagrams, we learned about line diagram, bar diagram, and pie diagram. in bar diagrams, we have learnt about 7 kinds of bar diagrams. Simple bar diagram, subdivided, percentage, multiple, deviation, duodirectional, broken. And in 2-dimensional diagrams, in today's class, we have learnt about rectangular diagram, square diagram, and circle diagram. In the next class, in our next module, we will learn about cube diagram, pictograms, and cartograms. So dear friends, we are learning about diagrammatic presentation of data with the help of various kinds of diagrams. How to present the data we are learning. Okay. Data can be presented with the help of diagrams or with the help of tables or with the help of graphs. Coming to diagrams, diagrams are mainly divided into 3 kinds, that is 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional, and 3-dimensional. I hope you understood very well. We will meet in our next module, our next class. So thank you very much, dear friends.